So my name is Whitney Wyatt, and I first had Mr. Doyle my senior year. I was supposed to actually have him my sophomore year, but we had forecasting my senior year, and they found out I took an AP class instead of taking a required sophomore class. So I had him my senior year because I didn't have him my sophomore. Mr. Doyle has a very welcoming environment. Basically, if you come in, you're a part of his classroom and you're in that safety net that he has built throughout the time he's your teacher. So you can come in, you can listen, you can participate. You don't actually have to participate if you're afraid, if you're scared, but he gives you that opportunity to just kind of be yourself and feel open to the classroom. So to me, that encourages learners to step outside of their comfort level and encourages them to learn something new, to participate when they otherwise wouldn't. So it's really lovely. Mr. Doyle is wacky and fun. He uses his humor in the classroom, and that really opens everybody up and kind of breaks that barrier where he's no longer just your teacher. He's also somebody that you can trust or go to for advice or just kind of listen to what they have to say and not think like, oh, this is my teacher, he's just Joe Schmo. But he encourages happiness and laughter, and he asks those why questions. So why do you think this happened? Even though he doesn't always know the answer or you don't always know the answer, he asks you why. Why do you think this happened? And then you speculate like, oh, maybe they got into an argument, or maybe they got into a fight, or maybe there's some drama that morning over turkey or whatever. So it's really fun to learn history that way because it's not typically a subject that I even like. Mr. Doyle utilizes music, and he utilizes his own skills, such as like laughter, humor, jokes, terrible dad jokes. He utilizes that in the classroom, and he tries to intertwine that with his teaching method, and that alone really just encourages people to learn in a different way that they wouldn't, and also in other classrooms. When you come out of a really boring class and you go into his, it's kind of like a breath of fresh air. So my senior year, I was supposed to have a skip period instead of Mr. Doyle's class. So it was actually really nice to go to a classroom that was kind of like a skip period, just relaxed and opening and welcoming. Anybody who is wanting to learn how to become a better teacher or just a teacher in general, also students who are having trouble connecting with their teachers, I think it's a really good aspect to read the book and understand that not all teachers are the same. You know, it takes a lot of skill to not read from a textbook. It also takes a lot of partnering with your students to feel how they're comfortable and learn their learning styles and do that in the classroom. Know that, you know, every teacher is trying to be the best that they can be, but not all of them know the learning styles, so give them a little bit of grace, and same with the students as well. My daughter is 3 years old and she starts school in a couple days. She is in the special education portion of the school district. She is 3 years old and they put her in a preschool class. So she'll be in that for 2 years before she actually starts school. She has what's called an IEP, and the IEP is an individualized educational plan. And the IEP really accommodates her needs since she's autistic. She doesn't speak at the moment, but she communicates via ASL. So we have an IEP that allows her to get that type of learning style in the classroom. And should she need any other accommodations that the school needs to provide, it's worked into the IEP. And my son, who is 2, almost 2, he has an IEP already started, so that when he does start school, his IEP will follow with him into the school district, and he will get any necessary accommodations as well. So both my children are autistic and non-speaking, and I think Mr. Doyle's book really applies to families like myself, where we have children who need extra accommodations and different learning styles as well.